Amen. Take your seat, everybody, this morning. This is the month of Kingdom Success. And by God's special grace, today we are looking at the wisdom of David's success. The wisdom of David's success. The wisdom of David's success. And in this second service, we are looking at the power of association. First Samuel chapter 17 from verse number 20. Bible saying, and as he talked with them, behold, they came up, the champion Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same words. And David heard them. And the men of Israel said, have ye seen this man that is come up surely to defile Israel? Is he come up? And it shall be that the man that killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and give him his daughter, and make him and his father's house free from Israel. And David spake unto the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine, and taketh away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine that defiles the armies of the living God? Ladies and gentlemen, connection with people of great success inspires your mind for success. You want to succeed? Connect with those that inspires you. Those that inspires you will inspire you for success. Those that discourages you will remove fire away from you from success. Which means your life is constantly attracting two kinds of people. Those that inspires, and those that will inspire you from the success you want to achieve. Have you not wondered that there are people that you tell them, I want to do this, they discourage you? I want to go back to school. They say, are you not too old? Are you not too old? I want to get married now. Are you not too young? Are you not too young? I want to marry this one. I think we can pursue a future together. That epileptic boy. What does he have? What does he have? That little job he's doing. He forgets that small boy today becomes a big man tomorrow. He forgets that life is all about today. There are people that anytime you connect with them, they tell you things that discourages you from working hard. I want to go. They say, go again. You want to kill yourself? Don't you have time to rest? Rest. Forgetting that if you over-rest, poverty will overtake you. There are people that will always speak against the thing. You tell them, well, I will blow. They will say, well, if you blow, you break. How will you blow? I want to do it. You can't do it. Don't even try at all. Connecting with such people will keep you down. And many of us are there where many voices that are speaking to us are weighing us down. Had it not been for the person who told you you can do nothing, if you had gone ahead to do, by now you'll have been better. Had it not been for the person who told you, don't marry that boy, now the boy has married somebody else and is doing well, you will have been the one doing well with him. That's even that will make you say, leave your husband. That's stupid. He may be stupid now, but he may not be stupid tomorrow. He may be doing nonsense today, but you must know that in every nonsense there's also a sense. So don't look at the nonsense today. Fight the nonsense, get the sense, and go on. You must connect to those that inspires you, and do everything possible to disconnect yourself from those who inspires you. Because if a man is not inspiring you, he's inspiring you gradually. Be wise to know who inspires you. Their presence around you inspires you from strength, inspires you from vision, inspires you. Things you said you're going to do, you can't even do. Yeah, but when they come close to you, your prayer life dies. They carry prayerlessness that is contagious. Their hunger for God is zero, and when they walk into your life, your energy towards God dries up. Hey, pursue them, give them red card, sack them out of your life, because their presence will deny you the better phase of your life. Have you not wondered that when they walk into your life, It's as if everything about you is rejuvenated. Everything about you receives energy. You're on the go-go. You're on the go-go. Their presence around you inspires you to pursue, overtake, and recover everything. I want you to say, "Kai, go ahead, go ahead. We are siding you. We are supporting. Go ahead, you can do it." Every life attracts these two kinds of people. It's now left to you to decide, who should I camp with? Who should I not camp with? Success is attainable based on who is around you. Who is around you determines how things will turn around. Who follows you determines what will follow you. Who is around you determines what you have around you. There are some people that you need to submit to them. Hear me? That means that who you submit to determines the things you will suppress. You must know that you can't move without another man. Men are necessary. Can I shock you? After God, the next is man. After God, make sure your God connection is intact, and make sure that my connection with men are of the kind that can motivate me, challenge me, inspire me to become a better person. Have you wondered that there are people that are comfortable when you are not a better you? When you're not a better you, they are excited. When you are not succeeding, they love you because they want to keep you under them. Anytime you want to rise up and declare independence, they hate you, they fight you, they want to suppress you, they malign you, they lie against you. Hey, run from such people. They will limit me from becoming something. If they see you're making it small, they will frown their face. They will start digging a pit so that you fall in. But I pray for you today. May they fall into that pit they dig for you. Somebody thunder that amen better. I said, may they fall into that pit they dig for you. I am getting this contract. They will go behind you, at the back of you, talking to the contract giver. He's a bad man. He's not a good man. Don't give it to him. He handled Abaja's contract. He messed it up. He handled Kobna's contract. He messed it up. They will go to lie so that what was coming before you will be ignored. But I stand here declaring, their next move shall be the end of your life. If you love yourself, shout and make like a thunder. You rent a house, they go to landlord and tell him, sack him, we want that house. Rent a shop, they go to your bank, sack him because may they fall into that same pit they are digging for you. Anyone wishing you to remain small, may they never get big. Hit your leg on the ground and thunder your amen like fire. So you need to come to that point whereby you are wise enough to know who to go with. Bible said, he that walks with the wise shall be wise. Companion of fools shall be destroyed. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, but blessed is the man that walketh not. He does not walk, he walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. If he doesn't walk in the counsel of the ungodly, it means he walks with the counsel of the godly. Blessed is the man that walketh not with the advice of the ungodly. It means blessed is the man that walketh with the counsel of the godly. So find the godly. Find the godly. Every good counsel may not be a godly counsel. Good counsel, leave your husband, go. That's good, but it may not be right. Because if you give time, a Paul can come out of a stall. An Israel can come out of a Jacob. The man may be at his Jacobic level, at his solic level, but you must know that in Saul there was Paul. If you give up on Saul, you lose Paul. So, but if you can have patience a little, Saul can come out of Paul, or Paul can come out of Saul. Israel, the prince of God, can come out of Jacob, a supplanter, a cheater, a struggler. The man may be struggling now. Don't leave him. There's a millionaire coming out of him. And when the millionaire comes out of him and you're no more with him, you regret. Follow him to suffer. Now when he starts rejoicing, you shall be the first lady of the rejoicing. How dare you think you want to be a first lady where you are not the struggling lady with him? Suffer with him, you will enjoy with him. I'll pray for somebody today. Anyone who discourages you and removes you from what will have helped you to succeed, may God end their life with you. Somebody lift your hand and shout the name like a thunder. Kabasata labaha, Kebregida dadaba sadayash, Kabalaba sadash, Malegadabaha. David, that we're talking about today, has 3 major relationships. Number 1, David had relationship with God. A man with God is on the flow of success. God can't go with you and you won't go well. God going with you means arrival is sure. Arrival is sure. Bible said, if God be for you, who can be against you? So God with you, ladies and gentlemen, clears up the obstacles that will have limited you. God with a man is success for man. God with a man. David had God with him. David had solid and quality relationship. Solid and quality relationship. Solid and quality. Is solid is quality. The quality is strong. His relationship with God is both quantity and quality. He spends a long time and is of quality with God. That was the secret behind the rising of David. If you want to know how qualitative the association of David was with God, go and read Psalms. The Lord will be my strength in all ages. Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The stronghold of my life. It takes a man who knows God to call him stronghold of my life. Stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? He now said, when the wicked, my enemies and my foes, when they shall gather up themselves against me to eat of my flesh, they shall stumble and fall. The Lord is my shepherd. See the way he calls God. You can't talk about a man you don't know. In intimacy, God is revealed. In fellowship, God is revealed. So he has so entered God. He could call God my shepherd. My shepherd. My shepherd. He has known God so much, he could say, he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High. So he knows that the Most High has a secret place. Am I talking to anybody here? He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty, and shall say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snares of a fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. 1,000 may fall by your side, 10,000 by your right side, but it shall not come near your dwelling. For he will give his angels charge over me. Guy, which man could talk like that? It is a man who by intimacy is gaining insight into his God. David had relationship, solid relationship with God. Have you wondered the first battle he fought? He made references to God. He said, I was a small boy keeping my father's sheep. A lion came, I slew that lion. A bear came, I slew the bear. God assisted me. You know, say the God who assisted me then can assist me now. It takes a man who knows he's in alignment with God to make references with God. Your reference always go to people who you believe are playing major roles in your life. David was in that deep relationship that everything he said, God is referenced. That same God who delivered me from the hands of the lion and the hands of the bear, he shall deliver me from his hands. The same way I kill this one by the energy of God, I will kill this one by the energy of God. Relationship with God is the empowerment for an all-round success. Now, what will relationship with God do for you? It will influence you with characters that qualifies you for success. God is a hard worker. You can't be in relationship with God and you're a lazy person. God have no time to talk about anybody. You can't be relating with God and every minute you are gossiping people, talking about people, you're maligning people, you are a back talker. If as you are talking at the back, you are signing your seat at the back. God doesn't have no time to talk about anybody. You can't walk with God and not be forgiven. There are characters in you that limit you. You can't walk with God and you're unforgiving. You're unforgiving. God is a loving God. God forgives. You can't be walking with God and you're full of fear. The more you can conquer your fears, the more you are ready to be a success. Success cannot be achieved until a man conquers his fear. God is full of faith. God has no fear in him at all. If God had fear, when darkness came against God, God would have backed out. But darkness came against God. God stood in the midst of darkness, bringing forth light. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and the earth was void and formless, and darkness was all over the face of the deep. Darkness came against God. Fear will have come against, but God said, no, I can't be afraid. Darkness, I can't be afraid of you. I will stay in the midst of darkness, vomiting light. And we know the story. Light packed off, and darkness overtook. Darkness took off, and light overtook. So association with this God will sponsor a character in God that will make you begin to win the way God wins. Don't always say, I am with God. If you are with God, we will know by the characters in God that comes out of you. The only thing people know about God is that we pray. Prayer is an activity that does not even help God. Prayer only helps you. It's not even your prayer that's making God do things. God has done everything He's meant to do. You know what your prayer is? When you pray, prayer positions you for what God has already done. So, I am with God. Character. Look at David being with God. Saul was looking for him to kill him. He had the opportunity of killing Saul. He said, no, I will never touch the Lord's anointed. If it is you, won't you cut his neck? You will say, even God has brought my enemy, let me finish him. David said, it will not be me, I won't finish him. Let God finish him. Because I understand that if God does not kill me, no man can kill me. I don't need to kill my enemies for them to die. Even if I kill one enemy, another will rise. But there's a God that can deal with them. Stop fighting your battle. Relax, God will fight for you. He said to Israel, be still and know that I'm the Lord. Be still and know. Be still. Calm down and see me rise up. Don't stop getting worried and see me carry your worry. The more you get worried, you deny God the ability to carry your worry. Cast all your cares upon him because he cares for you. A man that knows I'm with God is never afraid of anything because he knows that no matter what comes, God is in charge. I pray that from today, no matter what comes against you, may the hand of God be released. May the energy of God be released. When trouble comes, may testimony from God come against it. The thief coming but to kill, steal, and destroy, but I came that they may have life. Anything that comes against you is coming. May you also experience the coming of El Shaddai. May what comes against you be visited by God. And as God visits what comes against you, may testimonies come out of your life. Thunder your amen and take your portion. He had relationship with the Father. Number two, what kind of relationship was David having? Number two, he had relationship with men that are relevant to his next level of testimony. He had relationship with men that are relevant to where he is going. Child of God, to achieve success, connect with men that will help you arrive to where you are going. Find those going your way and company with them. Find those going your way. Find those going your way. Be in their camp. Find those going where you're going to. You want to succeed? Don't hang around those that does not believe in success. They will believe that the economy is too bad, we can't do anything. Ignore them. Run away from them. They will believe that the economy is too bad, nobody can even achieve anything. Nobody can build now. But you know that people are building now. Nobody can drive a car now. But you know people are buying cars. Two of my sons, one called me yesterday in the morning. His call kept on coming. He said, Daddy, sorry, I've been coming to the office to see you. I go, I've not been able to see you. I'm so sorry. I'm telling you on phone, but I cannot but tell you now. Daddy, please, sir, just be aware. I'm on my way to Tema because my car just landed Tema Harbor. I'm going with agent to clear Daddy, I'm carrying the car today. I've done all the paperwork. I'm going there to carry the car back. Ooh. And I came to service after the wedding. Another one walked to me and said, sir, please, can you follow me out? I said, I'll follow you. What is it? He says, sir, see the thing. A key in my hands. Key. I said, I must go with you. I followed him. I went and saw a red car parked. I said, who is the one? I said, Daddy, it is me. Oh. So just yesterday, too. So in the world where men are saying nothing is working, it's working for somebody. Don't join those who say it's not working. If anybody is seeing it working, I shall join their company. It will also work for me. I'm telling you, it's working. If they say you can't build, come to us. We are building now. Kadabasharas. Lebegedabash. Even cement is 40 something cities. But we're still buying. And we're still building. Price will not stop us. Because no matter how high it goes, we have a God who will keep on supplying according to his riches and glory to us. If our supply is from us, then. But if our supply is from him, he lives above the earth, so he can supply the things of earth. Somebody connect with men who are relevant to where you're going to. Don't hang around those who has no contribution to where you're going to. They want to remain at the back and you want to be in the front. Don't you know that if you're going forward and you're looking backward, your journey will be affected? Nobody goes forward looking at the back. So disconnect with those who love being at the back. Focus on those who are ahead of you, so that as you're looking at them, you're running. Jesus, seeing the glory ahead, kept on going and he crossed the cross. David was a man that was able to connect with relevant people. Relevant people. Look at it when he landed there. He didn't know anybody. The first set of people that walked up to him are those, the Bible said, certain men in Israel. He was in their company. And he asked them, what can be done to the man who killed this man? They showed him the future of the man who will end Goliath. Those are the people I want. Do you know that what they told him ignited the energy to fight more? He said, you, the person will become the king's son-in-law. Boy, who are we talking about here? The boy has been in the wilderness. He has never tasted good life at all. All his lifetime has been with cows. Understand where David was coming from. He was a cowboy, bush boy, goat keeper, lamb rearer. I believe sometimes he will carry goat at the back. Don't you know when Bible said he came out from the bush? Bible said he was ruddy. There was no comeliness. There was no sunshine, nothing. But can I shock you? It's not how a man looks like that counts. It's what sits in the man that counts. There was an energy in him to find out and locate people who are relevant to where he's going. Do you know what they told him? Help him. The man that killed this man shall become the king's son-in-law, and the man shall be made free. He won't pay tax anymore. Him and his father's house shall be free in Egypt, in Israel. He said, that is the man I want to be. Find people who tell you what looks like what you want to be. By what they tell you, you become so energized, so encouraged, so built up to rise up. And as you rise up, because you are built up from within you, you will win in life. Success is tied to who is around you. Who is around you? Who is around you? Make wisest choice of who is around you. Choose those who are relevant to where you are going to. Am I talking? If somebody is not going where you are going to, why connect with him? If somebody does not believe what you believe, why connect with him? Why connect with him? Why? It's wrong to connect with people who are not going where you're going to. Why? Because evil communication will corrupt good manners. Before you know it, what is from them will begin to corrupt you. You believe in hard work. Somebody is now in your life who early in the morning will just lie down, has no plan for the day, has no thought for the day, lies down just there looking for food to eat. When he eats, he will sleep, snore, and saliva will be running out of his mouth like water pump. He will be there every day, the same kind of lifestyle, and you are making him your friend. Don't you know that before you know it, his character will begin to corrupt you. Before you know it, you start taking his style. Before you know it, you branch his house. You branch a house. You just say, let's chat now. You just be talking. 4 hours will go. 5 hours will go. 4-5 hours that if you have put in what you are doing, you will have moved ahead. Or we just tell you, what are you doing? Follow me, let's just go out. You're going away. Where? I just want to drive around and see something. Drive around? Why? You're just driving around, wasting fuel. Just you are driving around one corner to another with no definite location, no definite destination. You're just driving around, drive around. You'll just be chatting, be smiling, be playing music in the just after a while, you park somewhere, you finish, you come back home, you sleep. We went out today. Went out for what? Ask me, went out for what? Went out maliciously. Went out for what? For what? Every going out must bring back something. Bible said that they go out and they find pasture. But if going out has no pasture, it's useless. So don't follow people who takes you out and there's no pasture. Connect with people that are relevant. When Jesus came to the earth, you know what he did? He looked for 12 men. He looked for Peter, who is a fisherman, because he will fish men. He looked for Luke, who was a physician, because he will heal the sick. He looked for people that are relevant. He looked for Matthew, who was a tax collector, because money must be needed. He looked for men that are relevant. Men that are relevant. Can I ask you, who is in your life? Who day your life? That is what will qualify how you go day. What did I do now? I spoke broken. Who day your life qualifies how you go day. So by yourself, make wise choice. Friendship must not be by force. It must be by choice. I've seen young girls who have married, but they made a mistake of allowing a go nowhere boy hang around them. Every day when they are coming out, the boy just around them like this. Marry, no way. Propose, no way. Say I love you, no way. Just be hanging around. By hanging around, the person covers you. The one that want to marry will now say and say, I've been seeing her with a boy. So what? I've been seeing her with a boy. He will hang around you. Maybe he is 25. You are 22. He will hang around you. You are expecting. He will talk. He has not talked. 10 years has come and gone. He is now 35. You are now 32. At 45, a man can marry Chacha. But at 45, who will marry you? At 32, already running late. Very, very late. Very, very late. You are entered into a level of, oh God, help me. But it's because you are not wise. If you are wise, 1 year, 2 years, bros, this thing you are around me, self. Where are we going to? Okay. How far? Is there any plan? Is there any future? He said, blab him. Tell him, please, from today. If you see me on the way, tell me hi, hello. If you come to my house again, I will tell you this word. Hasta la vista, Jambo. If they don't want to move them away, so I can find your way going forward. You have people who, when they have cash to invest, they tell you invest what? Invest what? You know what a man eats that he will die with? The one you eat, you die with. If you invest now, people will fight you and take it. Who is it that they have not fought? Who is it on earth that has achieved anything they didn't fight him? Oh, this money is too small. I met somebody many years ago. He said, I can't start business with this kind of money. It's too small. Very Very small. He ate it. Another started with that same amount of money. About 5 years later, he was in a condition where he had nothing. He now went and started working for the person who had the same thing he had, that he ate with his mouth. Don't eat today what will have given you a future. Don't eat today what will have given you tomorrow. If you eat it and somebody else invested, tomorrow you work for the person. Because when small things are invested, it grows in the future. Look for people who are relevant to the future you're going to. The question now is, do you have a tomorrow you are going to? Because the man that has no tomorrow goes nowhere. So you cannot afford to have people going somewhere. Do you have a tomorrow? Are you sure? Are you sure? That is number one. Number two, now that you have a tomorrow, look for people who are going the same way you are going, and you go where? David knew, I will kill Goliath. He looked for men who would tell him what will happen to the man that killed Goliath. And that they told him, energized him in pursuing what he had wanted to pursue. Thirdly, David had a relationship with himself. Nobody can succeed until himself is in agreement with himself. The greatest confusion on earth is you being scattered. How many of you know that we are three loaded in one? You are a body that has a soul. And a spirit. Put it this way, you are a spirit that has a soul that dwells in the body. Hello? These three entities are made together to be one. Success goes to men who has learned to harmonize the three. Spirit, soul, and body are in agreement. Can I say something now? If your spirit, soul, and body are not together, you have this. A side of you will say, rise now and walk. A side will say, don't rise, oh, don't walk, oh. Go. A side will say, don't go. So you'll be like this. I will go. I'm not going to go. I will go. I'm not going to go. Have you seen the people who have been, I will go to school. I will go to school. I will learn trade. I will not learn trade. I will marry him. He's too short. I will not marry him again. I will marry again. Their life is always like this. I will start a business. Oh, am I not too big to start a business? I won't start. I will start. No, I will not start. They will remain there for 10 years. But when you are one with yourself, you'll be like the prodigal son who said, I will arise and go to my father. And I'll tell my father, I'm not worthy to be called your son anymore. I am now like a hired servant. Please hire me. Let me be doing labor in your house. And Bible said, when he said that, he arose and went. He arose and went. Another part of him did not say, how are you sure that when you go now, your father will accept you? Do you know that would have been a limitation? I want to go, but something will say, but what if you go now, your father will reject you? Do you know the heavy offense you committed? Do you know the heavy offense you committed? Don't go. Don't go. In short, when you go, he will arrest you. He will treat you more bad. Don't go. Don't go. So you'll be like this. I will go. Don't go. I will go. Don't go. So you'll be doing, I will go. Don't go. It means some people say, I want to go. It means another person say, I don't want to go. Have you not seen people like that? It will remain like that for 20 years. I want to marry. This one is short. This one is too tall. This one is the same height with me. Because we are the same height, if I say something, she'll be looking at my head. This one is too fat. If they say after wedding I should carry her, won't two of us fall down? Such people, they don't go far. Do you know why? Because their body, soul, and spirit are not together. They are not like Abraham. Arise, leave your father's house. Bible says, and he arose and went. You know that some of us, arise, go. Why must I go? I want to go, but I don't know how to go. I want to start. But this thing God tells me, self, how will I start? How will I go? I want to go, but how will I go? If you want to go, start going. That can be a major limit. These are people that are not progressing. Do you know that money for 5 years you'll be saying I will start business? If you have started by now, you'll have been employing labor. By now, maybe you will have moved up to the level that you're not buying from Accra anymore. You're now going to China. But you just kept here and you're eating it, you finish eating it. And I've told you many times that when the money finishes, that's when poverty will come and tell you, I have been around you. Poverty is everywhere. Waiting for the day it finishes. Have you wondered that when you don't have money, hunger is in the morning? When you have money, hunger comes around 3:5. That's when hunger is. I've not even eaten, you know. I'm feeling hungry now. But when you don't have money, 3 a.m. you wake up, hunger will say you're hungry now. Association with yourself, body, soul, spirit must agree. Can I ask us, do you want to be a success? Keep association with God. Number 2, keep association with those who are relevant to where God is taking you. And number 3, make sure that there is solid association between yourself, spirit, soul, and body. In extension, there must be association between your believing and your sayings. Your believing, your sayings, and your doing. You believe what you say. You say what you do. These are little challenges that limit us from success. You will say what you don't do. You say what you don't believe. But here, change your mind. I believe it. I say what I believe, and I do or pursue what I believe. So there's an agreement between what I do, what I believe, and what I say. David had these 3 associations: with God, with man, with himself. Can I tell you the truth? When you believe in yourself, you believe in what you say. Even if somebody is telling you don't go, it will make sense. David so much believed in what he has said, believed in what he knows God can do, that when Saul said to him, you are but a youth, that man has been a warrior from his youth, you cannot fight him, you cannot fight him. Do you know that Saul will have discouraged David? But you know, when Saul finished, David said to Saul, you don't understand me, you don't know me. I am this boy that was keeping my father's sheep. A lion came against me, I slew that lion. A lamb came, I slew that lamb. That same God that helped me yesterday, the same yesterday, today, and forever. You will help me today as he helped me yesterday. This Goliath shall be like one of the people I've killed before. When you're oneness with yourself, nobody can discourage you. When you're oneness with yourself, discouragement makes nothing. You will discourage discouragement and rise up and be everything God said it shall be. I pray for you. Receive grace for such. I said again, receive grace for such. Lift your voice and shout the name like a thunder. Oh, my time. Quickly, write down these things. Number 1, success is not accidental. It is planned for. David planned for it. David prepared for it. Success is not accidental. It is planned for. It is prepared for. Do you know that when David was killing lion, killing bear, he was getting himself prepared to kill Goliath? It is in overcoming little problems that you develop the energy for bigger success. Number 2, success comes with an overall jacket called trouble. Success is finding answers to questions. So when questions comes before you, success has come before you. When trouble comes before you, success is always hiding itself in what looks like trouble. Don't you know that when you overcome trouble, you grow? Overcome trouble, you advance. Overcome trouble, you achieve more. There is no pay without a work. When you work, pay comes your way. So those who say I won't pay any price will not earn any price. So success is tied to the problems you solve. Problems you solve. Number 3, success is a natural agent. It has no favorite. The poor that is lean can succeed. Fat can succeed. Black can succeed. Anybody can. White, brown, anybody can succeed. A cripple can succeed. One day around the, I can't remember the place, but I was in a place. Somebody was on a wheelchair, a cripple. The person I was carrying the car said, "Sir, do you know that man? He's the owner of that house. Highly crippleized. Very, very crippled. No legs. Without legs, plenty house. It's not long leg that gives you big house. It is big heart that gives you big house. It's who you are in your heart. Success has no favorite. That's why I've seen the poor, the tall and lanky, very poor. I've seen the short and very dwarfic, very rich. So it has no favorite. It answers to anybody, including you. In every country, in every tribe, in every town, in every nation, you can see there are people doing well and there are people not doing well, which means it doesn't answer to nationality. It answers to creating a successful enabling grounds. Anybody that creates such a ground will do well. Born of the same womb, but may never do well like others. Why? Success has no favorite. Don't say I'm too handsome never to fall or never to fail. With your handsomeness, you'll be serving those that are very ugly. Your boss is very ugly, but you're too handsome, but you will serve him. Handsomeness doesn't put Gary on your table. I can speak well, that doesn't give you Gary. You can speak phonetics, and when you finish, they will tell you, sit down there. We're not talking grammar. It's whose pocket can pay the bill that carries the day. I pray for you that from today, may it be your pocket that will carry the bill. Somebody shout that amen better. Don't keep quiet this morning. Shout that amen like a thunder. Success is a natural agent. It does not have a favorite. So stop saying it's because this man is like this, that is why he succeeded. It's because this man. No. Anybody can succeed. Short man, tall man, black man, fair man, anybody can. In as much as he has created around him success enabling forces. And what are these forces? Number 1, be good in what you do. Number 2, be diligent at all times. Number 3, faith in God and faith in yourself. It's wrong to say I trust God and I doubt myself. If you trust God and doubt yourself, you won't do well. If you believe yourself and doubt God, you may not do well. You may not do well. You may not do well. If you doubt yourself and doubt God, you are in trouble forever. Trust God. Trust yourself too. I believe in God. I also believe in myself. Faith in God and faith in yourself. People who said, well, I trust God, I trust in Victor Strong. Victor is a man, he can fail you. I trust God. I trust my uncle in Uganda. God can be trusted and God doesn't fail. But your friend can fail and change his mind. Call his number. You say, I don't know you. Pick your line and say, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? I'm Felicia. Feli what? Feli what? Please, I don't know any Felicia. From where? From Ghana. Ghana. If you now understand you are the person. Ghana. Network. I'm not hearing you well again. Speak louder. It's getting fainter. Call again. The line you are trying to reach is out of coverage area. Trust yourself. Am I talking? It's only fools that put their trust in man. Finally, success is not tied to what you do. It is tied to who you are. There are a lot of hairstylists that aren't doing well. But there are some that are doing well also, which means it's not the profession that determines the success. It's not profession that determines success. So stop changing profession. Today, I'm a hairdresser. Tomorrow, I'm a nail cutter. Next tomorrow, I'm a teacher. Again, I'm a mechanic. If you see anybody do well in it, you just say, let me there. A teacher got a start doing, teaching is the main thing now. You become a teacher by force. You go to church and the pastor says, no, God has called me. I saw in Jamaica in the night who told me, thou must preach my gospel. It's not in professional, it's in who you are. It is who you are that determines what to do, and by what to do based on who you are, that is what qualifies the success you enjoy. I pray for somebody. You won't fail. You will succeed. In the name of Jesus. Lift up your hand and just declare, Father God, I receive grace. 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 Success is mine. I receive grace to connect to associations, quality associations. I will maintain my relationship with God, with quality men that are relevant to where I'm going to. I will maintain relationship with myself. Somebody pray that prayer with all your heart. Lord, help me to trust you and to also trust myself. Help me, Lord, to believe you and also believe myself. Help me, Lord, not to believe you and doubt myself. Help me to trust you, Lord, and also trust myself. Somebody pray that prayer with all your heart. Help me, Lord, to connect with people who are relevant to where I'm going to. Help me, Lord. Anyone who is around me who will not contribute to where I'm going to, help me. Help me, Lord, disconnect from them. Put your hand upon your forehead. Father, I pray for everybody this morning in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that the grace of God shall rest upon you. May God lead you to quality relationships that will move you to the place of success. May you have the heart to relate with God, heart to discover men who are relevant to where you're going to. May the grace of God rest upon you, that you will have yourself together relating each other in the name of Jesus. Together with yourself, relating with one another. Your spirit, your soul, your body shall be one. Thank you, precious Father. The disagreement between your spirit and soul is destroyed today. Thank you, precious Father. Thank you, precious Father. As that hand is upon your head, may the hand of God rest upon you in Jesus' mighty name. Can I get a better amen? The loudest amen here, be number one that will testify this week. I said, be number one to testify this week. Congratulate yourself. I congratulate myself. Glory to God.